Hey, what's going on? I just want to do a quick unboxing of the Manfrotto 058B. I don't see a ton of stuff on the internet about it. Most people are going to use it for a purpose that I'm not. So I just figured I'd shoot a quick video of what this thing looks like getting unboxed. I don't really know what I'm getting into, so bear with me. So I've seen this video and this tripod. Haven't seen this video yet. Being used by a couple people. Most of the stuff you'll see on YouTube will show that it's for studio use. That's what Manfrott has told me via Twitter. How does this open? People use it for studio use since it's such a heavy tripod. It's good to keep in place, but a good friend of mine, as well as Carl Taylor, if you should look him up too, use it for landscape stuff too, and that's kind of what I want to use it for. I want to use it for basically everything. I wanted a good tripod to start out, shooting everything from landscape to studio stuff that I do, video stuff I do for my church. I wanted a good, ridiculously sturdy tripod to do it all with, and I thought this was a good place to start. I think it's a really good price for the amount of tripod you're getting at. It's expensive. I paid like $450 for this from B&H, but I think it's going to be totally worth it. There's a lot of cool features on it that I think are going to make it be just a knockout tripod for what I need it for. A lot of people think since for landscape stuff you're walking a lot, you want a heavier or lighter tripod, excuse me, which is totally true. I don't think this is going to be the last tripod I ever buy, but I get myself into situations where I'm in a river or, in really windy areas here in northern Michigan where, a lightweight tripod isn't going to be the best option. That's all that's in here. And so that's kind of why I wanted this bad boy. And it is aluminum, and I've read tons of more scientific articles or just forum posts about aluminum versus carbon fiber, and I think carbon fiber is awesome. It's great for reducing vibrations, but however, this thing is a beast. And I'm not a small person, so I don't mind carrying around something a little heavier if it's going to give me the shot, and most carbon fiber tripods of this caliber are twice the price, so I think it's a great It's a great tripod for what I need to do. As you can see, it's the first time I'm opening it. This thing's not going anywhere. It's 13.5 pounds without anything on it, no head, no camera. So if it matters to you, I shoot with a D810, which is what's recording right now, and I have a 24-70 on it right now. So this thing's obviously going to be more than enough to handle that. I'm also going to be starting to shoot some medium format film on it, and it's going to be perfectly fine for that. This thing is a beast, clearly. Let's see what else is in the bag. We got a piece of plastic, some instructions that I don't really care about right now. Oh, here's another great thing about it. Oops, let me just roll under the couch. Here's a little screw, probably an extra bit. Some more general instructions and safety. You should probably not hit yourself with this thing. This was a huge selling point for me. I love this strap. It kind of goes around and keeps the legs on the bottom tied together and provides a way for you to carry it. This just screws in right here, it looks like. And I think that just goes like that. And then that goes together somehow. I'll figure out later. And that's basically that. I mean, this thing is, like I said, it's a beast. I like, a lot of people say like, oh, you don't want a central column for shooting landscape stuff just because vibration or whatever, but I mean, I get sharp images from what I'm looking for from the tripod that the video is on right now, and that's a cheap tripod that isn't anything special. It's not awful, but it's not anything special. I think it was probably $100 with a head back in the day. My cat is walking by right now. And so I think this is a good upgrade. I think that these central columns are going to be good for added rigidity for windy situations or getting in a river or something like that. Yes, it's aluminum and maybe it doesn't reduce vibration like carbon fiber might, but it's also going to be a lot more tough than carbon fiber is. So I'm not in any way dissing carbon fiber. I am thinking that this is going to be the best option if you don't care about things being lightweight. Obviously, you're probably not going to hike up a mountain with this, but if you're shooting just around where you're not going to walk more than like maybe a mile or two from your car, I don't see why you can't just, you know, lug it. I think it's going to be worth it. Obviously, it gets really pretty small here. You can loosen these bad boys and get this thing nice and low. Yes, you're going to need a wider base, but you can get it nice and low, probably as low as most people are going to need to. If not, you can always buy another tripod. I don't think this is going to be the one tripod for everybody in the world. I think this is going to be an amazing tripod that covers 90% of what I'm going to need to do, and that's what I was looking to buy. So put this back up like this. Get it kind of level here, ish. Not lock that down yet. Something like that, whatever. So I'm not a pro at these push buttons, and I'm gonna be able to see. But so there's just buttons right here, and you just kind of push them, and the legs will start sliding down. You can kind of just slowly let them out, and then boom. So that's another thing I liked about this tripod, is that, you know, you don't have to keep clipping and unclipping or screwing and unscrewing the legs. And I do like this geared center column. You just kind of push it in here. I don't know if you can see on the camera. Let me check. You can see it. You just kind of, and this is totally not straight, you just kind of push this piece in here, and that lets this rotate, and then from there you loosen this back here, and you can just get really fine adjustments. So if you do like product stuff, those minor adjustments are a pain in the butt to make if you're clipping legs or using a rapid column. I know just in a little bit of stuff I've done, this is going to be amazing just to try and get something to look consistent with a past shot. So I think that's going to be super awesome. This mount here does have screw threads so that you can easily lock in a ball head or whatever head you're using if it has screws, and I think it's pretty great. Let me see. Just kind of fiddling with this. I've used it a little bit of my friends, but not like in depth, so I figured I'd just try and figure it out, and you can watch. If you're watching at this point, you probably care about figuring out how it works, so we're going to figure that out. Okay, so that does that. Sometimes my brain doesn't function. Okay, so these top ones here, there's like 2 rows of locks. The top ones, if you push 2 of them in conjunction, it looks like it will lock or loosen all of them at the same time, which is pretty nice. If you have like the level that you want, and you just want to increase the height of all of them equally. Try and get this thing somewhat balanced here. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. Close enough. So basically what I'm saying is, like, so that if you want, you're like, oh wow, this is the perfect level, and you want to, instead of individually adjusting all of them, you just go like that, and they all slide out, and you're at the exact same level as you were before, and then you're good to go. So I think that's basically what I would have wanted to see before I bought this. Again, top ones 2 together will drop all the legs, the bottom ones will drop each side, so you can adjust it, you know, for spin. You can kind of like, it's nice because you can just slowly like inch it out, boom, like that, get where you want it without bending over and breaking your back. And I'm 6'4", so I like when my back doesn't hurt. I'm bending over to things that are pretty not made for people of my size. Obviously this thing goes super tall. Let's figure that out and call it good. So obviously these things are not locked all the way. Let's put them in a little bit. See, like that. Obviously it's going to take a little getting used to, like any new system of anything is going to. You don't just pick something up and it instantly makes sense, and if it does, it probably doesn't do something you want it to. So let's call that maybe close enough. Whatever, it's not level, I don't really care. It's close enough for what I want to do. So then you can also, oops, guys, I'm not a tripod expert here. So let's get these bad boys locked down. They twist a lot farther than I thought they did. Okay. So let's say that's what you want. You can also extend these legs somehow. Like I said, I'm just going to wrestle with it. If you're watching still, then you clearly care. You just unscrew those. They come up even higher. You probably want to do that beforehand if you're going to do some high work. But I mean, you can see, I know you can't see it on the camera anywhere, but I could probably get this thing almost to touch my 9-foot ceiling. And that's going to be more than adequate for the majority of everybody in the world that needs to work with high stuff. So that is my unboxing of the Manfrotto 058B. This thing's a beast. I'm going to sweat a lot when I lug it around. I'm looking forward to getting some cool shots with it, knowing that my camera, also my tripod, knowing that my camera is not going to go anywhere. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.